teaching you guys on how to use Facebook Creator. Facebook Creator has recently replaced Facebook Mentions for public figures and whatnot, as you guys can kind of see. You guys can see here, I've recently just created this page just for this purpose, for this video. Set it up as a public figure, that way you guys will be able to follow along with this. So from your public figure page, what you want to do is you want to go over and click on your settings. And then in your settings, over on the left hand side, you got general, messaging, all of this stuff here. You want to click on videos. Now, before you go any further, one of the other things that you want to do is you get here, open up a new tab. I'm just going to duplicate the page just for the sake of the video. And we're going to look up Facebook Creators. And it should be the first thing that pops up. If it's not right here for the app that we're looking for, if it's not there, you could always click on apps and then go that way. And I'm going to click on use now. And if you have not already done this, you want to make sure that you join. And because it's recognizing that I've already done this previously, what you would do is you would sign in with your Facebook account and then create the account that way. So I will show you guys what you're going to want to look for after you set it up. Once you set it up, and as long as it's successful, you'll get this congratulations message, and then you know it's done. Then we can finish up over here on the previous tab. We want to create. Make sure that this is the page that you're wanting to create. This is the new one that I've used. Now on here, this is your canvas. This whole big section right here, this is your canvas. So we're going to upload a few things. So right now I want to look for, nope, it's not there. I want to look for my name and title bar. I'm going to also upload my logo, which should be in here. You'll leave that, well, I'll move it over here for the time being, and then I want to add one more thing. One of the things that we always want people to do on our live streams, that we always want to ask them to make sure that they like and they share it. So let's make sure that we add some type of imagery on here. Now I've already done this once before on one of my other pages, so I've kind of learned by experience. Even though we're looking at our canvas here, and then we can see on the right hand side over here, yes, if we're doing our phone in portrait mode, that looks like it would be about right, but the comments are at the bottom. You can see here what that would look like. There's a couple things that you need to be mindful of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my title bar up to about 13. I'm going to leave it 0 on the side and leave it at 13. Now my logo, I'm going to bring it up until it's about 10, because I have a little bit of space in between the bottom of the actual PNG image and the bottom of the frame, and you can see how that looks right there. If you want it a little bigger, stretch it out. I'll do that now, and I'll bring that back up to 13 like it was before. It's very tedious, especially not having a mouse pad. And another thing to keep in mind is when you go live, in the upper left hand corner of the screen, it always says live. So we want to make sure that that thumbs up is not sitting directly at the top. And these are all things, these 3 images, these are all things that I have previously made up via a program, Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And I want to, first thing I'll do, because it'll go very, very quick, is I want to make sure that I put in my stickers. I've already also pre-made these stickers. I'll explain that in a moment. Now that those are there, I'll go ahead and do the uploading of the outro video, or no, this is the intro, excuse me. FBC Facebook creator intro. It's going to upload, and then it's going to do some scaling, some processing, or encoding and then processing. I'll try and cut that out if I can. Now guys, keep in mind, Facebook does have a recommendation. They're stating that that your intro can be no longer than 180 seconds, but it's recommended to be under 90 seconds. How long do you actually need an intro to be? The one that I'm currently uploading, it's only 8 seconds. And for your outro, it's recommending to be under no longer than 60, but recommended under 30. So keep that in mind when you create your personalized intros and outros. Outro. Alright, now that the uploading is complete, for those of you guys that are familiar with Canva, you can actually create a a canvas that would be what it's recommending. As you guys can see down here, the image upload for your live stickers should be square and at least 256 by 256. So when I read this, the first thing that I had done is when I went over to Canva, I clicked over in the upper right hand corner, as you guys can see here, and I used custom dimensions, and I did 256 by 256. That way I designed them at their bare minimum. But once you have everything uploaded, your intro, your outro, and your stickers, the stickers are not a necessity. This isn't something that you have to have in here. You could actually proceed without doing any of these, as a matter of fact, and you can also be picky as to which ones you pick that you want to use. I'm going to go ahead and hit next, and then you can still see here how it's going to look when it's portrait. I have my name and title bar that's going to be over here on the bottom left, my logo on the bottom right, and a visual reminder reminding people to make sure that they like and share your videos. And then once everything looks good, you just go ahead and click submit, and then give it some time. There, and then it's done. Nothing else has to be done on your PC. get rid of this, and I'll get rid of that. We don't need those anymore. Now we're going to move over to the mobile side of it, part 2.